What's up, y'all? I'm really excited to talk to y'all today because I really feel like I don't really get a chance to talk to y'all one-on-one on a regular basis. So today is going to be one of those days. I feel so blessed to have so many people reach out to me and say that they look up to me, or that something that I said was so profound that it had an impact on their life. And I just want to say thank you, because as much as y'all feel like y'all are learning from me, I am absolutely learning from y'all too. Like, I don't know all the answers. I don't know everything. I'm just going day by day. I'm sharing with y'all what I've learned, what I've gone through, good and bad. And so I just hope that it uplifts someone or encourages somebody, because I feel like we all need that at one point in time. Before we get into today's topic, show you girls some love. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade at LoveVeeTalks. Everything is the same, and I'm going to have everything in the description below. Let's get started. So one thing that I have been learning, and it took me a really long time, like I've heard it before, but actually experiencing it is something different. So I thought that being overly nice, overly giving, very selfless, giving way too much of myself meant that I was deserving of love and the same amount of love and attention and affection that I was giving out. So in any form of relationship, whether it's friendships, romantic relationships, relationships with your family, anybody, okay? And so although, yes, I am deserving of love, I am deserving of being important, I am deserving of being a priority, okay? But in turn, when you are constantly putting yourself on the back burner for other people, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get the priority treatment that you are searching. And this is for anybody, man, woman, anybody, okay? There has to be some form of balance. And so this is what I've learned in therapy. This is something that I kind of started to explore on my own before I started to go into therapy. But once I started to really heal, once I started to prioritize, like, okay, I really want to get married. Okay, I really want to have a solid group of friends that respect me, who value me, who want to plan my birthday with me, who show up when they say they're going to show up, who keep their word with me, who make me a priority. And so here's the thing. I didn't even know what my own boundaries were. I always thought that the more you gave, the more in return. While that sounds beautiful in theory, that's not normally how it works. Unfortunately, you can have a big heart, you can have great intentions, but some people just flat out take advantage of that, and you do not need to compromise who you are because other people suck. Okay, so don't go out here being hard body like, oh, I'm such a giving person and people just use me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start using people in return. Don't do that, okay? Because that's not good either. Like, that's hurt people. Like, don't turn into that, because it's really not even worth it, and that's not even really who you are. So don't even try to put up that front, because all you're gonna do is hurt people who didn't deserve to be hurt in the first place. Like, don't go down that road. That's not the answer, friend. If you want to be an evil villain in your own story, I guess go for it. If you like me, sometimes I gotta learn the hard way. So if you gotta be hard body to prove a point to yourself because you feel like a victim, consistently throughout your life, then maybe you should see for yourself. And you probably won't find happiness that way either, because you're being something that you're not. Like, you're naturally a giving, loving, affectionate, intentional person. So going down that road, I don't know, friend. I don't know. But hear me out. I'm just going to tell you what I know so far, okay? So one thing I know is that you can be all these amazing things, but boundaries. You can be giving, you can be loving, you can be kind, you can be courteous, considerate, but boundaries. And I'll give you a few examples of this. Like, let's say I'm meeting new friends, acquaintances, and everybody is neutral for me. And when I say neutral, I mean baseline, like basic. Everybody should be treated with respect. Everybody should be treated with kindness. You should be friendly. You know what I mean? Like, you should be, if you have the intentions on meeting new friends, you should be these things. If you're not ready to make new friends, that's cool. Like, you ain't got to be all these things, okay? So treat people with surface level, right? Like, this is basic. This is This is basic respect, nothing spectacular. I feel like starting on this is like, okay, I did everything I need to do as a human being to respect you, to show you that I'm interested in being your friend, to show you that I am intentional about being your friend. This is where I'm at, okay? Now, let's say you meet somebody and everything is cool. Like, y'all are great. Y'all go to brunch together. Y'all vibe. Y'all have a lot in common. Y'all are here. Y'all are meeting here. Okay. And so y'all both are like kind of taking it up a notch in the friendship. Now y'all are actually meeting each other's other friends. Now you're buying birthday gifts. Now you're taking each other out, like alternating. Well, I got it this time, friend, or I got our drinks this time, friend. You know how it is, you know. Let's say, you know, the friend is maybe a little standoffish, okay? Now, me personally, and I'm not telling you you have to do this, but sometimes things happen in other people's lives and they just won't share it with you, and that's okay. Like, they don't, you know, they don't have to share all their business with you. For me, one of my boundaries is you don't have to tell me your personal business, but if you see that I am reaching out to you and I'm checking in on you and I hear nothing, then that's an issue for me, because we all normally have our phones with us, okay? At some point, we're looking at our phones at some point throughout the day, multiple times a day, okay? It only takes a few seconds to respond to a text message. So if I'm reaching out to you and I'm not hearing anything back, and I'm going to take it back a little bit. I'm going to give you baseline, because when I was up here, everything was good. But then when you started not responding to me, not being any type of responsive whatsoever, you see my efforts. And if you're not on your deathbed, if you're not on your last leg, if you know, whatever it is, like me personally, one of my boundaries is that is no excuse. Not you dying, girl. Let me clarify. Not you dying, girl. But I'm saying anything outside of you literally on your deathbed, or you lost a family member and like you ain't been responding to anybody. Okay. Completely get it. Everybody goes through something. If it's none of those things, you just simply aren't responding to me, and I'm at least looking for something like, hey, thank you for reaching out to me. Please give me some space. Give me some time. There's something going on in my life. And I cannot be the friend that you need me to be right now. Or just give me some time. Just please be patient with me. That I can deal with. That's one of my boundaries. If you're flat out not responding to me, we're good. Like, the next time that you decide to reach out to me, I will give you baseline. Okay? Baseline. I think baseline is very fair. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be disrespectful. None of those things. Baseline. Hello, how are you? Glad to hear from you. How have you been? You know, if they want to come back and let's say they want to do brunch or they want to do lunch or dinner, I will make them plan. Because if I was putting in my best foot forward to show you that I am interested in being a friend, and then I don't hear from you for a while, and then you decide to come back, normally I like to plan stuff. So that's where I draw the line. That's one of the things where I draw the line at. If you decide to pop back up for whatever reason without speaking to me for a while, now I need you to show me where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to show me where we're at. I need you to show me how important I am to you. Now, if we end up not meeting at all anymore because I chose not to plan anything and you didn't put the effort in, then we probably won't be friends. And that's okay. But that's why I say boundaries are important, because sometimes when we overextend ourselves, some people are in our lives longer than what they should be. I'll give you another example. This is one thing that I see from girls all the time reaching out to me, emailing me about, and it's when they start dating, getting their feet wet in the dating pool, and they're like, oh, I started talking to this guy, he's so cool, he's so great, I like spending time with him, but he reached out to me, he hasn't been as responsive lately to my texts or my calls or anything. And then he finally explained, like, oh, I'm just going through a lot. Here's the thing, okay, everything's going great, right? Everything's going great. Y'all started off here, now y'all slowly started progressing forward. Beautiful. he says he's going through a lot, and so he hasn't been responsive. You hadn't really got much of an explanation, just disappearing on you days at a time, whatever. Here's the thing. Once you hit me with the, oh, I'm just going through a lot, and then you're not really responding to me or saying anything to me, whatever, you know what? I respect that you're going through something, and I pray for you that it goes well, whatever it is that you are dealing with. Maybe I am not the right person for you to be dating right now, or maybe, I will give you that time that you deserve to work on what's bothering you or what you're dealing with. I think that that's the perfect response, because you don't deserve to be put on the back burner for whatever reason. Now, granted, people have their personal issues, but again, you shouldn't, that doesn't mean, like, if somebody's going through a hard time, if you're intentionally dating, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should take it up a notch, like, oh, he's going through something. First of all, you don't even know what they're going through. It could be anything. Like, they could still be getting over their ex. It could be something completely different than what you have imagined. So, like, you take that as, let me kick it into gear and show them that I care. No, you show them that you care by taking a step back. You know what? Thank you for letting me know that you're going through something right now. I think that I should take a step back so that you can handle your business and what's going on. I will absolutely be here praying for you. If I have time, if you want to reach out to me, let me know so that if I'm still available at the time, we can speak. That way it's respectful. We're drawing the line, because first of all, if you're dating seriously, you don't have time for everybody else's problems. And this isn't mean, this isn't rude, this isn't inconsiderate. You are considering that person by allowing them to go through whatever storm they're dealing with. And then if you are still available, if you are still single, they can reach out to you if you have time and if you choose to still date them. I think that is a good way to handle it. If you and this person aren't serious, y'all haven't gotten very far in y'all situation, that is not your time to shine. That's one of my boundaries. Like, keep in mind, I'm not necessarily telling you what to do. I am giving you suggestions, things that I think are a good idea. And let me tell you another reason why, y'all. Things that I hear from people who email me, who reach out to me, and they're trying to date. The amount of times where somebody has told that person who's reaching out to me, who've told them, like, oh, I'm going through a hard time, and then they start, responding less and less. But they're still active on social media. They're still hanging out with friends. That tells you everything that you need to know. But even if that wasn't the case, right? If they fall back, you fall back too. And this isn't to necessarily like prove a point. It's more so for you to draw back your energy and put your focus onto something else. This is something that I've learned so much. Okay, I've had to learn this in quite a few years. Let me tell you what it's going to help with. It's going to help you decenter this idea of you overextending yourself where you may not feel appreciated. Because when you start to overextend yourself and that person doesn't meet you, now you're feeling unappreciated. You don't feel like a priority. So that's why I say, if somebody's giving you that energy, match that energy. Now, if somebody's rude to you or disrespectful to you, your way of meeting that person energy really shouldn't even be meeting them with rudeness and disrespect either. Like, ignore, block, delete, because nobody deserves any more of your energy. So if somebody's disrespecting you or whatever, and you don't like what they're doing to you, it's okay to take a step back and not respond to them. Everything doesn't deserve a response. You will start to notice how things that you were invested in, you were giving way too much. When you draw back and you meet people where they are, you start to realize your power. Like, you start to realize how powerful and truly amazing you are. You have control over your life. When you are doing too much for other things and other people, you start to realize that you're giving way less of yourself for yourself. Nothing is exclusive for you. You're giving out pieces of yourself to everything and everybody else instead of pouring into you, whether it's your fitness, whether it's eating right, whether it's reading, whether it's getting into God's word, whether it's, a passion that you want to pursue, your business. You could be taking that energy when you were up here and they were down here, you'll be taking this same energy and putting it into here. So draw back, woo-saw, learn how to put yourself first and learn how to prioritize yourself. And you will start to see when you match people where they are. And I am not telling you to be rude. I'm not telling you to be disrespectful. So if somebody's disrespecting you, it's okay to woo-saw and draw back and don't give them any more of your energy. Because nobody deserves that. They don't deserve to see you angry or upset. You can express, you know what, I feel like you disrespected me. I don't like it. So I wish you the best. And you ain't got to wish them the best, because, child, sometimes I don't wish people the best. I really don't mean it. I know I don't mean it. So I'm not even going to say it. God bless you. And sometimes I don't even want to say that. I just don't say anything at all. I feel like you disrespected me. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. This is not what I prefer to have in my life. Tell me what y'all think about everything that I said today, because, you know, therapy has been a miracle worker for me. And then not only that, y'all, like the stuff that people share with me in email, like that people deal with, I've dealt with it too before, which is why I'm sharing it with y'all. I think that these things are very important, because I love to see when we take our power back. Once you put yourself in that mind frame, nothing else really matters. The only thing that starts to matter to you are people that pour into you, or things that bring life back to you. And then you start to flourish, and then you start to be a blessing to those around you, or, you know, you just really show the world that you that girl. Like, you proving it to yourself every single day. I love y'all so much. Do not forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Lemonade at LoveVeeTalks. And if you're interested in a collab or promo or being a guest on my next podcast episode, hit your girl up, lovevetalks@gmail.com. I love y'all so much. Bye.